Yeah, moved wrong. Just
Hi,
just so you know,
Mona.
if I make funny noises, it's because all I have to do is move wrong.
I understand, absolutely.
um, it's not too bad. It's the where I was afraid was it hurts. This hurts, but it didn't gouge it up too bad. Um,
Yeah.
what happened was is that when I went down, I knew I was going to hit the concrete. I tripped and I was trying to avoid the edge of the bed, and I
Right.
knew I was going to come face first on the concrete, so I stuck my arm out and I didn't flex enough. And what happened was is that it all the weight went up through my shoulder,
Oh,
and so
goodness.
my shoulder is got extended up, and my side muscles are kind of torqued.
Oh, you
So,
need to go to the chiropractor. Let him
well,
untorque you. Hi,
what?
Mindy.
Hi Mindy, hi Mona. We'll wait and see. I'm way better than I was yesterday afternoon, and
Well, I'm
it's
glad.
it's not too bad. But all I have to do is move wrong, and it takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. I'm glad you
So,
didn't break a wrist when you did that.
oh man, I'm just glad I didn't break anything. I was like, oh my god. And I'm not sure if I hit the edge of the bed or not because of
Yeah,
how sore my ribs are. But I don't think I did. I think it just was the matter of hitting the concrete. But
yeah.
Jeff, of course, had his shirt. He had been picking oranges, so he had his shirt full of oranges, and he's
I bet
trying
they
to
ended
run.
up on the ground.
Yeah, well, no, he didn't drop them, but he was trying to. I could see him trying to run. It's like, okay, I'm trying to fly over these things. And he's trying to run with his. He's pulled his shirt up. You know how if
Yeah,
you
I
pick.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Hi
I used to pick tomatoes just like that.
Lisa. Hi Mandy. Hi Mona.
Oh, hi,
And
Lisa.
he's trying to run across the yard to get to me because he knows I have I have ouched. It's like,
Yes.
and he has it. The reason is that he had finished the bed and he had left those wooden things there, and I come straight out the back door, down the stairs to do something with him. It's like, whop!
Oh, goodness, Tanya. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
it was funny actually. Hi, Karen Sue. It hurt. It was bad, but it was funny.
It's
So
like laugh or cry,
yeah,
or
well,
laugh and cry.
and
Hi, Karen.
he of course feels super bad because he left those things there.
Yeah.
So they were only about 3 feet away from the stairs. That was the biggest problem.
Right.
So I went down the stairs and didn't look. I wanted to. I left these out. I didn't put them away because I wanted to say something about them because I sewed across mine,
Yeah.
and when I took this one to the sewing machine and sewed across it, I had no problems whatsoever. But I got some heavier papers down in here, and see, this one is considerably stiffer than some of them.
Right.
And while my sewing machine, I went on through them, I didn't have any troubles. Um, I could hear the difference in some of those. So, 11 pieces of paper, it might depend on what kind of paint is on the paper and how thick the paper is. I'm trying to find another. This one, see, it's kind of stiff. And
Right.
so it went on through there. I didn't have any trouble. But you want to think about that if you're going to sew. Like, okay, this one is really kind of stiff. And it probably made a sound that I know that while my sewing machine was going through it just fine, another sewing machine might not.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
goodness. Hi,
So,
Nancy. Hi, Melda. Hi, Sherry. Glad
hi,
y'all are all here.
Sherry,
Janice, we're glad you're here.
Mina, um,
Hi, Mina.
Imelda, Imelda. Um, I'm trying to see, did we miss anybody?
I hope
Nancy,
not.
Karen Sue, Lisa, Mindy, Mona. Anyways, if we missed you, sorry, sorry, sorry. But I just wanted to bring that up to watch how thick you get your little journal, your little notepads, your little collage things, whatever, if you're going to sew them together. Um,
Yeah.
because not only do I have the pages in there, but I also have the piece I folded over the top.
Right. And you got to be careful of that too, even if you're just stapling them, because the
Right.
staples will only go through so many.
That's right. So
But oh,
that
I have a question about these ones that we're going to write in, the writing
mhm,
ones.
mhm.
Um, we didn't really discuss what we meant by that. We just said ones you could write in. So are we thinking of papers that you would take off of this to put somewhere, or are we thinking of this is a pad I'm going to stick in there and I'm going to write in it and leave it in it?
I thought kind of on the order of this, but papers that are more to write on, leaving it either in the journal or, just like a little a journal to tuck in. That's
Okay.
what I was thinking, that if you wanted to tear a piece off of it after you've written on it, like, even my planner, hi, Journey, I write in
Hi,
my
Journey.
planner. And I'm pretty much, I don't have to have a lot of little notepads, but I keep a little notepad in there in case I need to write a note down that I'm not sure where in my planner I need to go to right this instant. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about things that we would leave together to tuck into a journal. That's
Okay.
so, but if you want to approach it in a different way.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too, which is why I had so many different kinds of papers,
Hmm.
because I wanted to, I thought it'd be more fun if these little pads had different papers and not,
Right.
a bunch of the
And
same stuff.
well, and I had thought that um I might, like, I got out these are cardstocky things, but I had thought that I might put something like this and on the top and the bottom, just to, or on the back, to make it more sturdy to write in,
Yeah. Yeah, on
kind
the
of
back
thing.
for sure. I think that's a good idea. I tried to put the sturdier things in my other ones on the back for
Yeah.
that reason. Um,
And
but
I don't think this is like, I've got grabbed this, but it's a little heavy, so I may or may not put a piece of that in.
yeah,
Um,
I've got this paper that I took out of a journal that's it looks like handmade paper. I don't know
mm,
that it is, but it kind of looks that way. But it's pretty strong. And I was thinking I might make that my back. Um, because I don't think I have anything else that's really well. No, I was gonna say I say that, and then here I have a piece of cardstock. This is
mhm.
cardstock weight, light cardstock weight, but most of my stuff is not.
Yeah, and see
Most of
that.
it's really light.
And I have a bunch of stuff like this that was cut off of um, another for some purpose. I cut it off and used this much of it, and then I have this left over.
Oh, I have a ton of
So,
that too, but it's not here. It's somewhere else.
well, and so
That's okay.
and this is looking like this might work just fine, just like that.
Yeah.
And I can put two of these on there and put something over the top, and now that one is a little cleaner than I might normally want, but it would also be finished, and it would tuck in somewhere. um I was just looking at
Journey, put your rusty bits on it and put it back out there.
yeah, there you go.
Put it back
um
outside again.
and I barely got a chance to take a look at that, Journey, but it looked gorgeous to me. I'm just
It
thinking that
did
it
to me too. Hi,
mhm.
Nashua. Well, it made me want to make one just to put outside and see what happens to it.
Yeah. Hi, Nasha. One of the things, though, that I was thinking is that first off, I want them to fit in my journal boxes, and that is 4 1/4. The paper is just 4, so I'm gonna just have to take this down a little. But I think I'll take it down with the root with a uh, with a cutter. Um,
Yeah.
She
Well,
says she believes she will put that back outside.
I'm gonna try to make mine probably about 4 inches wide.
Yeah, because they'll fit in the little boxes then. That's the
Well, and I
that's
want them to be able to fit in the pocket or something. I don't
yeah.
want them to be as wide as my journal is,
Right.
and then they'll
So
fit in the box too. That's true.
okay. I know I have a pair of glasses here somewhere. There they are.
Well, find them because you need to be seeing what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, a friend of mine from high school asked me if I needed to get my eyes checked when I took that little header yesterday. So I'm like, the problem is I wasn't looking down.
Right.
I was looking at what we were going to be working on and at Jeff. So, and by the way, he's having to fix my sink because, of course, while he was gone this morning, the sink decided it was definitely going to be an issue.
Uh-oh.
So, the other thing is I'm not sure how many paid papers will be. This is way too thick to sew through. So, uh-oh.
Well, I'm planning to just do the good old staple method again.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to staple it several times across there and put some sari silk on it,
Oh, that'll be cute.
so that it won't look stapled.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, and the other thing is, I don't want him to look totally and completely squarish and boring. So I'm going to tear them like so. And if they're not exactly the same length, I'm going to be happy with that. Like so. And it will be a little bit funky then that way, right?
yeah,
Right.
well, mine are probably going to be very funky because I'm just going to be whatever size papers will work out for that particular piece I'm using. That's what I'm
Well,
going to put in here. This is going to be my biggest piece, and then everything else will vary on that.
well, and that's kind of what I'm going to do with some of the others, but with this particular little pile, I thought, I will do this pile first and
I'm just going to put these down for right now, and then I will come back and
straighten
put
them
them
out.
in a certain order. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try to put the tallest ones and longest ones in the back and the shorter ones in the front. And
Okay, let's see here. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, that ought to be. Wonder whether or not I would like it. Yep. See, and this will be like, it'll have little funky edges in there. And then, where's that little piece of really pretty paper? Let's go for this one. Yeah. That I think would be very pretty. Yes, Imelda, like paper clusters in bigger pieces. And we're just kind of making little paper clusters, but in bigger pieces. Okay. Mary's here?
yep.
Yep.
Mary's
Hi,
here.
Mary. Okay. And these are going to look very notebookish, but that's okay because, I can have some like that.
That's right. You can have all kinds.
See
You
here
might
now that,
have a very precise something that you want precise
well,
notebooks.
but not only that, okay, down the road, I can put a little paper cluster or some flowers or something else on there.
Right.
So, and that is going to be stiff because this is the front and the back are both very definitely cardstock. Hi, Sharon.
Hi,
Yes.
Sharon.
Oh, Barbara's here too. Hi,
Hi,
Barbara.
Barbara.
But it at least uses the stuff that I haven't used in a while.
Yeah. Well, that's what I pulled some of this out of my large scrap box. And then um some of it, like these pieces right here, I just dyed these, but they got torn.
Uh-huh.
And so when I was doing my avocado dye, in fact, they just got dry enough to even use um, this morning. But anyway, I decided I'm gonna use some of these because they would tear down to go into pages for a journal,
Mm-hmm.
but I probably wouldn't put them in my stash. I would put them in a scrap box anyway, so I might as well just go ahead and use them.
Okay. And Barbara says that she just got her little book from you. And how did you know that that was her favorite cover?
I didn't, but I'm very glad it was. I like it when things work out like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In fact, um, I stuck them in envelopes and I put names on the envelopes, and then I opened the envelope and went back in and wrote little notes to you. So when I chose it for you, I made it as random as I could.
How fun. Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and tear a bunch of these down so
Hi,
I don't have to do it
Kimberly.
later. Hi, Kimberly. Glad you're here.
Something about Journey won't be here to see it. I'm not sure what she won't be here to see. Let's see what. I'm not sure what means. Okay. I love the stitching. Reminds me of her grandmother's work from the family ranch back in 1915. Stitches and all. Yours will be grimy in 50 years.
Yeah.
And Journey won't be here to see it. Yeah. Oh dear.
Whoops.
Yep, those will be cute, even though they're very and see now I have one piece of paper that we'll do something somehow with. This will make a good back. Okay. And guys, I'm making them so that they're only 4 inches wide. I'm being sure to make sure that they're only 4
Yeah.
inches wide.
That's
I might, put other stuff in it that's narrower, but not any wider.
That's what I'm doing too.
This way they will definitely go in the boxes that I have
I got a couple of envelopes out of my scrap box.
Uh-oh. Mm-hmm.
Will those work? Barely. They'll barely fit. So I'm just going to go ahead and use those as a backbone for a couple of them.
There you go.
Because it was in my scrap box. It's fair game.
Mm-hmm. And remember, this is stuff, this is fodder for our trash can art.
Yep, I got my thing right here.
Mm-hmm. This one's long, so we're going to leave it over there. Okay, what do we got that's fun? Oh, this piece would be fun. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, this is good paper. This was old stationery from a company that had their watermark on it.
Oh, cool.
I
Hi,
have
Karen. I'm glad you're here.
Hi,
Welcome,
Karen.
welcome.
And if we've missed anybody, we do apologize. That's what do I want to say? I have like a little stack of that paper. You have to take the header off of it, but uh-oh, Sharon's apparently lost her key or something.
Uh-oh.
She locked herself out of the house, had to call a locksmith. $60 later, I'm back in. Thank goodness for nice neighbors. Yep. Mm-hmm. I think you meant these little books of paper stuck in our purses and used, but I'm feeling like I might put a goodies for my little book because the papers are cool. Well, that's the thing. That's the idea, Barbara. These are to go in little books or to go in your purse. These were to make collages with. These are to write on. That's kind of the plan behind these.
But they can be used in a journal. They can be used, in your, like you said, in your purse. I probably wouldn't put these in my purse just because they'll be more raggedy edged.
Yes.
So I probably won't put them in my purse. But having a cute little notepad set beside me in the living room to take notes on would be fun too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And little notes, I use a lot of little pieces of paper at my desk, like this one. Having it together in a pad would be, very good. Okay, so that will work.
So I'm trying to decide how many pages I should have in these. I don't know if they need as many as the collage packs.
I've been putting 8 or 9 in mine, but it's all in what I've got.
Yeah,
that's going to work in this particular one.
I think I've got 8 here, and I think that's what I'm going to use. Now to decide what order to put them in.
Like that. That's cute. But I think I'll put this one in the middle somewhere. It's right in there. Okay. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I like that. I needed just another little piece. That will do. Now, This will make a nice cover for it.
Okay.
And I think what I'm going to do with this one is this cover is longer, so I'm just going to fold it over the back, and that's where I can, there we go. Yep, that works. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Glad you're here.
Marie says making a white tag would be very difficult. There we go. So see, this one's just got, odd pieces of fun paper. And what I did too was I also got out a bunch of scraps of colored papers, and I thought I would probably make. Now, why do I have 2 pieces of orange paper out? Don't ask me. I don't know.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know either.
I don't know. Don't know. See, and then I got that piece of orange paper. Okay, this piece of paper, even though it's painty paper, it could be written on. It's a, good piece that you could write on. So, let's see here. Let's start with this one. I think I'll tear that up into 4 pieces, and that will be the size. That orange prompt you got rattled. Oh, what's really bad is that this, if I had looked in my scrap bin, I would have had a piece of orange paper, and then I had to get out a piece of orange paper. Yeah, it's like kind of like a little matchbook, Barbara. You could do a long fold over thing and make a matchbook, an actual matchbook.
Yeah, you could.
That. Okay, I'll have to do a little tiny one. Oh, that will be cute because I have all of these cute little papers right there. I can make it. Okay, we'll set this aside for a minute. How about that? Okay. Let me think.
Oh, I'm loving these, Tanya. This was
Aren't
a
they
great
cute?
idea.
Yeah, yeah. See? Um, okay, this may not be sturdy enough for a matchbook cover. So let's find a piece that is sturdy enough for a matchbook cover and long enough. Okay. That's too short. Oh, look, this piece will do. Okay. So we're going to have to fold over the top. Okay, and then we got to fold up the bottom so that it just tucks in. Okay, I got to have a folder thingy. Rabbit trail. Yes, squirrel. Squirrel, squirrel. Okay, now remember you've got to have enough top piece that when you tuck this in, it'll stay, but it doesn't go all the way up. So now those are how long? See, we got to have our papers need to be about that long. And see, I got these pieces of paper that are just skinny. Okay, so what do we want to do? They need to be, this piece of paper can go in there. I think we want to put multiple kinds of paper in there just to make it fun. So, Uh-oh. Okay.
You're
We
making
need,
itty bitty ones.
yeah, well, if you're going to make a matchbook, you have to, and you got itty bitty papers, you want to make it with itty bitty papers, right? Right.
That's right. That's what you got.
That's what you got. And like Mina said, squirrel, 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 squirrel. Okay. I need this to be okay. What are you laughing at?
Oh, I'm designing my little pad. It has to be.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think that's ridiculous, Lisa.
No, no,
But
no. It's
I'm
not.
enjoying it.
It's not ridiculous. It's about having fun with it. Uh-huh.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I am. I'm having
Okay.
fun.
All right. So now we're gonna make. We have to make this matchbook have variety. So these are. I got a little width here, so I can put these back and forth a little bit. This is called Itty Bitty Little Frustrations, but it'll be really cute when I'm done. Okay. I hope. Don't just love the sound of ripping paper. How satisfying. There you go. That was Andrea. Hello, Andrea
Hi,
and
Andrea.
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Melissa.
I'm
Wow, y'all
Melissa.
all jumped in at once.
Yes, and if we missed somebody, sorry about that. We were not paying attention. We are concentrating. You know about
But we're glad you're
concentrating?
here.
Okay. Okay, now we have to use our stapler because I don't want to fuss with the sewing machine for this right this minute.
Okay,
Okay.
Cindy, we're going to be watching for you to come back. If you're not back in a few minutes, I don't know who we're supposed to call.
I don't know, but I got my papers too long. I didn't shove them up
Uh-oh.
in there too well. So I'm going to have to tear them off just a little bit, but I think it'll work fine. And make your papers shorter, guys, because the tearing them off is never going to work. We're going to do. Let's see what we can do. We will cheat. We're going to cheat.
Okay.
We're going to just go for it with these little scissors. Okay. There we go. Yep. Okay.
Oops, that one's too long.
Okay, now that is too stinking cute. I wish I had planned better as far as grabbing a piece that was a little more. I should have grabbed papers that were brighter to go in such a bright little case, but that's okay. And I don't like those things. Sue, we're going to have to fix that. And how we are going to fix that is I'm looking
Okay.
with that. I absolutely detest staples when they bite. And I don't know about yours, but my tiny stapler bites.
What do you mean it bites?
Well, the staple don't ever go down completely, and therefore they are raised a little bit and they chew on your fingers.
Yeah, no, these, if I don't put too fat of stuff in here, they go down great. But I did have one that I had to push down because because I put too much stuff in it.
Stuff in it. Uh-huh. Well, we're just going to decorate this one on the back. See? So I think I will decorate the front too. Yep, yep. These would be really cute little journal tucks.
Yes,
Yep.
they would.
Mm-hmm. Good idea, Barbara. Okay. But the next, see if I can find a piece of, see? Ta-da! Now that would go in your purse real well.
That would. It would.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very cute.
No, Journey, but that sounds like somebody that I want to see. Art archaeologist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't that sound like somebody we want to see?
It
Journey,
does sound like somebody would
could
see.
you, when you get a chance, put a link in our group, in one of the
Yes,
groups?
please. Hi, Linda. I'm glad you're here.
Hello, Linda. Mm-hmm. And hello to anybody we might have missed. Yeah, because I've never seen her, but I'm sure that channel would be fun to watch. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have these long little strips. So I need another little strip of something that is a little bit more I don't know, grungy, or I can make grungy later or something. Let's see here what we got. Oh, this would work beautifully because it's just plain old brown. Yep. That might be fun. Make a long, skinny one. Oh, yeah, that would be fun. Okay. We're going to make a long, skinny matchbook.
That sounds good.
This matches has lots of, you know, is that going to work? Yeah, that's going to work. Okay. Hi, Janet, dear. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Janet. Glad you're here.
Okay. So we need to cut these a little shorter this time so that Tanya doesn't mess up. Because, you know. Okay. Well, that may be too many of the same thing. So we want, yeah, let's just take Okay, now we got to find something fun to go with those. Surely we've got something. Surely, surely, surely.
Well, there's some of those that are poking up. All right.
Poking up. Okay, how wide is that? Definitely. Yeah, I can do this. Well, thank you, Andrea. Yes, we could. We would love your thumbs, guys.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Okay. We can just tear those two in half. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do here now. We need something more, just a little something, something here. This will work. I really didn't think I was going to be able to use those little tiny strips, and it just dawned on me that that would be so cute because Barbara said matchbooks, and you can make such a cute little matchbook. Uh-oh, tore it. Oh, well, it'll survive being torn. We will tear it right here at the bottom, and it will look like it belongs. Okay, that should be enough. Magazines, warm robe, hot tea, and a piece of chocolate cake. Life is good. There you go. Oh, darn. I have to eat something. Oh, I have to eat a piece of chocolate as I need the wrapper for her scavenger hunt journal. Oh, darn. Oh, dear. Too bad. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. I'm quite sure that I had wrappers long before I had scavenger hunt. Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Uh-oh, what happened? You ran out?
Staples.
Uh-oh, Linda's got to go. Bye, dear.
Bye, Linda. Thanks for popping in.
Hmm. Okay, so this one, did I get it short enough? Yeah, I think so. You'll see when I get it shoved in there all the way and stapled. What I really like about this stapler is that it is strong. It leaves owie staples, but it is a very strong stapler. It will go through a lot of papers. Okay. Now, isn't that one cute? When I decorate it, it will be adorable. See? So I'm going to put some very plain washi on that one. See, and I'm using my washi too. Oh, I think we will use that lovely letter washi.
Instant copper staples.
There you go. Instant copper staples. Yay. Glasses make it easier to see the end of the tape.
I had this all. Oh no, it's this one. I was gonna say I had it all perfectly aligned, and now it's all a mess.
But you got it sorted?
Yeah, well, it was the other one that I had perfectly aligned, not the one that was a mess. So
Ah, okay. Oh, you're always afraid their paper stash ate them. Oh, that can happen. Okay, that turned out cute. So that's what you can do with some itty bitty tiny papers, guys. You can make itty bitty tiny matchbooks. Those are cute. I got some more paper. I've got just enough to probably make something, this size. I wonder what I got in my stash that I can put around it. Well, how about I could put that on the front of it? That would be cute on the front of it. No, the front, if I'm making a matchbook, it's got to fold all the way up. One of those closet canvas shoe holders, 8 little shelves, and put all of her sorted paper bins into them. Wow. She is so organized. But she has not come here to organize me, which, I have my back turned to you, just so you know, y'all. I'm looking for something to put on that. We can make another brown one, I suppose. Thank you, Nashua. Top bin is her J by 5 steps, 2 and 4, and then colors, images, tags, cards, black and white. Gosh, she just all organized. I'm definitely not organized. The best I've got is that my bin is sort of in, oh, that might work. Sort of in heavy cardstocky stuff and not heavy cardstocky stuff. And I'm really not finding a good piece to put those in. And I know I have some. Oh, that would be cute. This will be cute.
well, that did not work out well.
It didn't. What's wrong?
Well, I was trying to tear off this side so I could make a matchbook thing out of it, and it ended up kind of tearing all crooked and wonky looking. So it just ended up being papers.
Well, that that works.
This may be too fragile to try to do something like that out of, but I'm going to try it anyway because I think out of matte paper it'll be cute.
Yes, Andrea, I remember that you bite. Um,
Oh,
Barbara's
looky there.
excited about this because these unsorted bins of miscellaneous scraps have been reproducing on the floor of her studio. Oh, my stuff is reproducing all over the studio. It's just not, you can't hardly walk in here. Um, okay. Let's see here. I was going to see if that piece is long enough. One, two. No, it's not because I don't want to cut these down any further. One. That piece would be, but I think it'd be more fun to make it out of this. I do. Have something a little different, so we'll just cut a piece of this. Oh, it looks like that.
Yeah, even my matchbooks are going to be wonky because.
Well, if my papers weren't from what they are from, mine would be wonky too. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to have some other papers maybe to, like this piece would be good in there. Oh, I think we'll just put some of those in there. So.
Okay, well, I have some covers now. I need to find some papers to put inside. Ooh, that'll go good with those.
Paper is very prolific. Yes, it just there's just paper everywhere. Everywhere. It grows. I don't know why it grows, but it does. Of course, that's my own fault because I like paper so much. Okay. We're going to make these long. This one can be a long one. Definitely will work. Guess we can just finish tearing this piece up. I'm getting quite a little pile for our what you call it.
Me too.
Yep. Okay, now we need some more paper that's fun. Oh, that's a perfect piece right there. Look at that. And that. Oh, that one's torn. We just use a little short one of it. And we'll just put this little bit in like that it's torn anyways. And then that one. Okay, I'm getting it kind of fat, so I better stop. Well, I'm glad it's fixed now, Sherry. Well, during COVID lockdown, 10 days by now, I've only worn the 6 T-shirts in my drawer, nothing from my closet. So I've got to make room for art supplies. Right. Oh, yes. Ooh. Oh, my. I have more T-shirts than that, but mine are in the drawer. Oh.
Well, I don't wear T-shirts, but I have a bunch of I have a bunch of shirts in my closet that I only wear about 5 of, so I understand.
Well, I have mostly blue jeans in my closet and some dress clothes, and I don't wear much of that, but they have to be kept around because every once in a while you need some little piece of dressy something.
That's true. I have a few little dressy things too, but not many. A pair of black pants and a few shirts that I could wear to weddings or funerals.
That's exactly what I have. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep. That's exactly what I have. Oh, this one is gonna be cute, cute, cute. Uh-huh. I'm gonna put this back here. Okay, now put that over like so. And then if I put this in, yeah, I got plenty to fold up. Okay, I think I will staple this first. Oh, and this one even is wider than the thing, so that is cute too. The papers are going to hang out a little bit. Lisa, that's hysterical. Yes, weddings and funerals. Otherwise, it's all for comfort. That's right.
Yep.
Well, actually, I have clothes I can wear outside the house in my closet too. Because my work clothes are pretty raunchy. They're almost impossible to find cotton jeans and sweatshirts. So they get pretty nasty before I have to give them up because they're just too hard to find. My jeans, like the pair I'm wearing right now, I don't think I can leave the house in. I know I don't like to go anywhere. My mother's going to be seeing me because she will have something to say about me.
Yep.
So, okay. See, this one even has paper sticking out the side. I really like it. I like it. Ta-da! It's cute. And I'm just going to put the same. Good point. What did Nelda say? Why not cut? No heel. Oh, yeah. There's no heels in my closet. There haven't been heels in my closet for 30 years. I almost dropped Brandon. Okay. He's 30 years old. I almost dropped him one day because I stepped off a curb and the heel. I used to wear heels to work, and the heel on my shoe twisted, and I almost dropped him. That was the last time I wore heels.
I bet.
So
I think the last time I wore heels was my last day at work. And I may no because by then I wasn't wearing heels anymore because I was 8 months pregnant. Anyway, the last time I wore heels to work before Ethan was born is the last time I wore heels.
yeah. Now there's a pair of big old whopper size shoot. What do you call those in my closet?
I don't know.
Hiking boots. I just dropped my pen and I'm not sure where it went to.
Uh-oh. Well, I have this little pad that I thought I didn't realize that the front and back were there because it was open like this. That I took these papers out of, thinking we could use them, and I cut some of them up to go in my little matchbooks. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and fill this up.
Yes, it'll be cute. Yep.
So put different papers in there.
Put different papers in it. Yep. And used to be, I actually have. Well, I don't right now because Jeff's got more shoes than I have. But I used to keep one pair of shoes for summer and one pair for winter, and that was all the shoes I had because shoes are so hard to get. But I actually have a couple pairs in there right now.
Well, I have 2 pairs of tennis shoes, but I only wear one of them
Mm-hmm.
because the other one I bought when I had plantar. Well, I bought them both when I had plantar fasciitis like 5 years ago. But one of them I bought to go walking in, and it's very flat
Mm-hmm.
compared to my other shoes that have a more of a deep curve type, good for your back heel. Anyway, I so that pair of tennis shoes doesn't ever get worn because they're just not as comfortable. And so I have one pair of tennis shoes and three pairs of sandals, two of which are too big for me because I bought them before I lost weight. That's the shoes I have.
Mm.
So
Well,
when I'm wearing my shoes that are too big for me, I wear them in the wintertime um with socks. My
I mean, it's a
sandals, what?
Crocs, clogs, pink polka dotted wellies. What, Tanya? What's in your closet? Giant hiking boots. Hiking boots.
Yeah.
Um, and they're big and heavy and have protected my ankles several times. I do want a pair of wellies. They don't need to be polka dotted. I want them for when we. I actually want good ones that fit good for when we go camping and it's nasty and muddy. Sherry, I do too. But I have several pair. Hi, Candy. I have several pair of orthotics now. Over the time course of several years, I have acquired. Okay, so now I'm going to make the multicolored one I was going to make before, the bright colored one. But I I don't have much in the way of shoes. I had two pair of tennis shoes here for a long time. A pair I liked better for in the house and a pair for walking outside. And the ones that I wore in the house had very flat soles and didn't pick up much junk on the bottom of them. That's why I really liked them. They
Right.
were lightweight and everything, but I I wore them out. You know, they were only 4 years old, and I only wore them every day.
Yeah.
And I just wore the poor little thingies out. So you know,
I
that's
just remembered I do have a pair of snow boots in my in my closet too. I just don't get
I
to wear them
don't
very often.
I don't even have those because even though when we were in South Dakota, I just when I needed to go out in the snow, I just wore my hiking boots.
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't have any hiking boots, so I have snow boots
snow
instead.
boots. Okay, that's just. Oh, what did she do? Fused ankle. Ooh, yeah, ouch. I like Skechers footwear, but not cheap here. Jeffrey just got a pair of Skechers at Sam's Club. I think is where he got though. I think those were Skechers. I can't remember what he
I do
got.
have some there. Yeah.
And he's really liking them. Of course, he likes his shoes loose and they're slip-ons, and but he's liking them. So that's it's all about what he likes for his little feet.
Yeah. Okay. Here are my three little matchbooks.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I love it with the map on the outside.
Well, I thought that would be cute, and it would go in most of my journals have those kind of colors. So
Colors. And that's why I really liked this. I thought that was, these
yeah.
two. So, but, I do the bright thing. So, do. So I thought, I'm just going to make all of these plain color papers into like 4 little journals. Because I've got pieces that then I'll have to find something to put. Oh, fudge. That's not going to work very well because that's too big of a piece. Okay, so. And you notice, guys, that we're carrying these really straight and precise, right? Right. Uh-huh. some shoes still in my closet that I really can't wear with my orthotics. Yeah, that I always buy my shoes, Barbara, to make sure that my orthotics go in them. If they won't go in them from the beginning. Now, the other thing is I like Merrells, and Merrells seem to fit real well. And they're not always the easiest things to find. Okay, we got this really pretty piece of purple, and then this piece of blue that we will share. 2 pieces of purple, and then we'll go back and put 2 pieces of blue like that. So they have all the same number of pages. Okay, this piece of yellow, what are we going to do with it? Go like this. I think I need to get my trash can art stuff out of the way because it's kind of in the way at the moment.
Okay. What's going on?
Hiking shoes from Echo with Gore-Tex keeps her feet dry. Yeah, there you go. My closet, as far as that goes, is the easiest thing for me to get rid of stuff out of.
Oh, me too. No problem.
It's not hard for me to get rid of clothes. It's just get rid of it. I haven't worn that in a while. It's gone. Yeah, yeah. Okay, there's one piece of yellow, but I need... Okay, that will work. Now I'll have 2 pieces of yellow, 1 piece for each thing.
I got to let that dry and decide if I want to do that because I don't know if you can see that you can see the glue through the silk.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And it may dry looking just like that. I don't know. So I might want to put something else up there instead. So I'm going to let that dry before I do any more because I don't want to decide I don't like it.
Yeah. It would be better to take a piece of scrap pretty paper and put over the tops of them than to have it and not have you not like it.
Yeah, I agree. All right. I'll let that dry and I'll look around for some paper.
Okay. Need a little more. Oh, my dinner smells good.
What you having?
Roast soup.
Ooh.
We had roast the other night, and I always put I always turn it into soup afterwards. Okay, we're going to have to use a little bit of white paper because that's what I have at the moment. So we're going to just... Before the lift and orthotics, yeah. I don't have any shoes that old in my closet. My hiking boots are pretty old, but I've been wearing orthotics. Oh, heavens. We were in Alabama. So Brandon was 2nd grade. How old are you when you're in the 2nd grade? 10?
7.
7. Okay. So Brandon was 7. So that'll be 23 years. And the kind I wear, you can send them off to Canada and get them reconditioned. And that's where they're made. And so my oldest ones have actually been reconditioned a couple times, and they're really very nice. I really like them. They work really well. So, okay, so we have a piece of white paper like that. Let's get another little piece of something. We need another little piece of paper. Let's find something. Here we go with this. Top 40 inspirational painted rock messages. Life is tough, but so are you. You are capable of amazing things. Just breathe. Okay, so this actually belongs in my word box, but it was in my scrap box. So, oh, Sharon's got to go. Bye, dear.
Bye, Sharon. Thanks for coming.
Lisa and Tanya, have either of you snugged those writing pads in with a line of Allen's tacky glue? I made a little scrap pads that way. I have never used tacky glue, Barbara, but I have used, just a minute, it'll come to me eventually. E6000 makes great, pads. You have to have a line that's straight across the top, but you can run E6000 like that with your finger, and that I'm thinking is what Barbara's saying to do with the tacky glue. And then they make them, it makes like removable pads. I mean, you can tear off the piece and it just comes right off the sticky. Hi, Debbie.
I did that once with Yes Paste, but I had it clamped till it dried.
Oh, E6000 works real easy without even doing that. It just slime it on there really good. And now I do think I laid it over the edge of the table or something so that it didn't touch anything, you know.
Right.
Now, some of these pieces that I'm tearing up would also make little journals. But, you know, that was the whole point of this exercise, is to use what we have. And
yeah. And we're going to make little journals another day.
That's right. I may have to dig out some different, papers, but okay, I have two little pieces. I think we could write on this. It's two little pieces of painty paper, but I think we could write on it, and then I'll use two little pieces of this pink paper for the other.
Cindy's working with letters to make her ransom note. I've cut a bunch of stuff out, but I haven't actually tried to make words out of it yet.
Well, and I haven't, but I have letters cut out in my little notebook.
I did letters last time, so I decided this time I'm going to try to just cut out the words.
Oh, that'll be fun. Mm-hmm.
And do it with, words instead of letters.
Yep.
But, yeah. Just to do something different from what I did last time.
Let's see how many papers we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That ought to be enough. Okay. Now I have to find backs and fronts and toppers. Backs and fronts and toppers. Okay. Or just backs and toppers. It doesn't have to have a front, but I think that the front might be good. Okay. There. That'll work. What does your ransom note say, Andrea? I think that was Sherry. No, it was Debbie. I don't know what mine are called, Debbie. I just know that I can't get anybody here in town to make them. That the only place that makes the ones I use is in. I mean, we found different places, but
we're glad you're here, Debbie.
Yes, I'm glad you're here too. Over time, I started in Alabama, and these come from a company in in Canada, and finding somebody to make them has been a little. Oh, that might be cute. I'm thinking it might be cute. We'll see. Oh, that's what I'm going to use.
That is cute.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. I'll do something maybe. Hmm. There we go. Got another one. Um, no one here in Pensacola makes them. If I want a new pair, we may stop in South Dakota, or when we go up there, the um, the chiropractor actually makes them up there, and the other place that I know for sure makes them is the guy in Wetumpka, Alabama. So I'm looking for a back to those right now. Hi, Barbara.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what? Your
Adding those
box?
things made my ones that have the envelopes on them too long.
Uh-oh. Well,
So
we're
I'm just
gonna
going to have
have
to cut
a.
my envelope.
Oh, you're gonna cut the envelope? Okay. Because I was gonna say, we're gonna have a little pile of stuff that doesn't fit. We are. Come on, I know that I have more stuffs in here. Oh, this would work on the back. That would work on the back too. That would be cool. Or on the front.
That would be cute. Both places or either one. I
It
think
work
I'd use it
real.
on the front because it'd be more
It'd be
obvious.
more flexible. Yeah, and it'd be more flexible too. However, that would be pretty on one that is more vintagey looking.
Yeah.
And these are very bright. I think I'll keep hunting for another piece of something that I can use. I have stuff, but of course it's small or it's big, and it's like, okay, do I want to cut that down or look for something else? Uh, there we go. That's what I needed right there.
Hi,
Actually,
Barbara. Glad
that'll
you're
work.
here.
Okay. Excuse me.
You are excused.
Andrew says she likes listening to me get excited about options.
Yep.
Yes, and they're really cute. They're really fun, Barbara, to punch things out of. It gives you lots of color options for punching stuff out. I'm looking for my cutter because I want to cut the backs um, kind of, the right size. Kind of, they're going to hang out on both sides. So 3.5 ought to do it. Well, that one will be 3.5, but that one looks wider. 3.5.
Well, that's weird, Kathy.
What's going on?
She said her thumbs up button's lost its color today, so she has to click on it to see if she's clicked on it.
Oh, okay.
I remember a few weeks ago somebody talking about having that problem. but I don't remember if anybody figured out what was wrong.
Well, and Barbara just said that she burped and I said excuse me, and then Kathy has Andrea says she's lost all her pigment. Okay, so there's one. And there's two. Let's see how wide this piece is. Is this piece wide enough? It is. It is.
It is. It is. Well, that's
Yes,
good.
so we'll cut that off right there.
Okay.
And right here.
Well, this must have been somebody in Austin. It's a capital idea to vote for Doris Patrick.
Oh my.
So
Okay.
somebody, I don't know who she is, but it was a while back. You can tell by her picture. Whatever she was running for.
Okay. I'm going to, yep, that would work. Okay. Oh, that would be very cute. Oh. Okay, see, it's got one little doodad punched out of it. So I'm going to fold it over. And leave it there. And then we'll have to see if I can, I think I can sew through it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try it. But isn't that cute with it right there?
Yes, it is.
It is. Yes.
It is.
We will
cute.
try sewing that one. We'll see. Kathy never had much pigment to begin with. Oh, she says she left her computer on overnight, and it probably needs to reboot. And she just doesn't want to right now because she's busy.
I don't blame her.
We know how that goes, dear. Okay, so these blue ones, I'm just going to fold over. And guys, if you have come in, one of the things I said about what we did Tuesday was, and some of these maybe, yeah, some of these are going to be a little too stiff. I may not be able to sew them all. On these, my sewing machine made noises, and you can tell when something's a little too heavy. This one's not. See, it's pretty decent. But on a few of them, I got heavier papers in them, and it sewed just fine. But you need to listen, because if you're going through something that's too heavy, you need to take it easy. Don't go too fast. That's for sure on that issue. And honestly, these don't need things on the front. I just think it's cute to put them on the front, and then you can decorate the front because it's not a writing paper kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that would mean it would be easier to sew too. So, you know, but I'll come back and staple them. If they don't want to go through the sewing machine, not a big deal. I'll come back and staple them. Okay, but now this one, this piece is too short to fold over, so I have a piece left right here of this stuff, which is the last piece of it that I can use and fold it over and have that one.
Okay, I have changed my mind about this.
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to use both of these as backs.
Okay.
Because
you're allowed to change your mind.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, that just didn't fold very well. Hi, Marcy. Oh, I think they're talking. No, I don't think there's somebody here named Marcy. I think they're talking about the Brady Bunch.
Okay. Uh, I guess I'm all right with that.
Oh, I think they're talking about the kitten thing. The whatever it is that they
Oh,
watch that's got the
yeah.
kittens.
Kitten Academy.
Hmm. So now I have some that are kind of vintagey and kind of bright. So that's a good thing. Now, what else do we want to do here? What else is in here? So I like this piece of, oops, looky here. I would say matchbooks. I'm going to do matchbooks with this. And I'm not even going to look for other papers. I'm going to just do those papers and put covers on them. Let's see what I've got in here that I can. Oh, that would be cute for a cover. And so would these. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's. Tear them all in half, right? Mm-hmm. I will be so happy that these papers got used instead of thrown away.
Yes.
Because I probably made some journal with them or something. Who knows what I have done. That I cut all these, pages off in just this particular size. I'm going to make a little match with these because I think that they're cute and these will work perfect. Okay, but you got to have only a few pages to get them torn. There we go. Okay, this batch is shorter than that batch. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yep, so we're going to mix them up.
Mix them up.
Yep, because I want them scruffy.
Barbara says, I was just sitting back now, reading and watching the whole conversation unfold. We old people find easy ways to amuse ourselves.
Uh,
Okay. I don't know whether to be offended or or glad to help out.
oh, oh, don't make me laugh. That hurts. Ow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's not my fault. It's Barbara's
that's
fault. She's the one
Barbara's
who said
fault.
it.
Uh-huh. Mm. Oh,
You okay?
yeah. Ugh. I needed to change my position on this stool. This is not a chair, it's a stool. And sitting at this table, I have it kind of low. I might have to go get the other chair that sits higher,
Yeah.
But for right now, we'll see.
Okay.
Well,
We can always get up if we need to.
no, we don't need to. Actually,
Okay.
it's really not bad today. I will tell you that picking up the water pitcher this morning was not a wise choice. And of course, I'm right-handed, and of course, it's the whole right side. These may be the same paper, but at least by making them different sizes, they'll kind of scruff up inside the um, little notebook a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, but how did I get so many short ones when I don't have the long ones? And I tore them off the same thing.
I don't know. Okay, here's two more.
Candy was brought up as an only, even though she wasn't.
Well, Darren kind of feels that way because his youngest older brother is 8 years older than he is, and the other ones are like 10 and 12 years older.
Hmm.
And the oldest two were gone. Well, the sister came back with her son, so he helped raise his nephew. So it was kind of, it was kind of unusual, but
Hmm.
I mean, maybe not unusual. Who knows nowadays? And that was a
As
long
I
time
was
ago.
saying, yeah.
um.
Well,
Anyway,
I was gonna say my dad's oldest brother was 20 years older than he was, and therefore, when my grandmother got to during the depression when she couldn't take care of dad, he went to live with brothers, different brothers. Um, Over the course of the years, he lived with two or three different brothers because she couldn't take care of him.
yeah,
She was alone, and she just take care of him. There wasn't enough work, and she went north in Michigan to um, just a minute, it'll come to me. They cut trees. Okay, lumber camps to cook. And during those times when she would do that, he would live with his brothers.
well, that sounds like she did everything she could, doesn't it?
Yes. And and the other thing is that um, it was not uncommon for siblings to take care of other siblings.
No, my grandmother quit. My dad's mom quit school in the 8th grade to come home and take care of the babies because her youngest brothers had just been born and they were twins,
Yeah.
and she was 14, 13, 14. Um, oh,
That must
are
have
you
been very
okay?
hard. No, I was reading Candy's
Oh,
comment.
okay.
It must have been very hard, Candy. Um, of course, my father also had 8 siblings, so there was a lot of them to take care of each other.
Yeah, and that's a blessing. My dad was an only child.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of going to live with brothers or something like that, he had cousins come live with him.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's what we'll do. Like that. Let's see if I can. I think I can staple through that. Oh yeah, I can staple through those. So I need 4 covers now.
Oh,
You okay?
yeah, I'm just, my brain is complaining.
Uh-oh.
It's not wanting to think.
That's not good. Do we need to get off?
No, I was just couldn't decide what I wanted to do next, and my mind just went
All
blank.
right.
Just went blank. Hopefully, not a permanent issue.
Andrea, are we going to write in any of these cunning little notebooks? That was the deal today. Andrea, is to put these out to write in. These would be good. Beside your table, beside your desk, and or in a journal where you can. And the other thing is they're not finished. If I was gonna put this in a journal, I would probably decorate the cover up a little bit, put a little cute cluster on the top of it. Let's see what's laying here. What's laying here? Mm. Okay, this is kind of cute. Maybe. Oh no, I don't like that. Maybe this one up there with the word or some little something. Or I like that one. I don't know, just decorated kind of thing. Oh, this one's way better. We'll just skip this one. Put this like that. And then maybe put a little something else under it, kind of thing. And then it would be a journal insert, uh, a tag or a note card or something like that. That's the plan. These are for our journal pantry, so you can grab them and make something fun with them. Okay, these are plenty long enough. So if I cut 2 pieces out of each of those, or do I want to use this one? That's long enough too. That might be fun. Very plain and very vintagey. I can go very vintagey with that. Or do I want these? I really like these. Let's go these this way. Okay, so what do we got here? We need these to be
They're flying low today. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but
I can. It's kind of like when I hear the trains here.
yeah.
Okay, how wide are these? Oh, we need about 2 1/4 inches. And I have got tons of scrapbook paper pieces elsewhere, I'm sure. I also have like 5 boxes of stuff I need to sort out because I have not sorted them.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that needs to be sorted out too.
Barbara says
I
she's
feel
got
good
big
just to have gotten my
earth.
back boxes out. I'm sorry, what?
Barbara says she's got big earth moving equipment next door. They're grinding something down to China.
Goodness.
Well, Jeff must have gotten the sink fixed, or he must have decided that he can't fix it because he's gotten pretty quiet out there. My guess he's on the computer now. He had the whole pipe underneath taken out earlier, so hopefully he's able to fix it. That's all I can hope for, is that he's able to fix it.
Yes, I hope so.
So, all right, so we're gonna flip this over. Uh-oh, we're gonna throw stuff on the floor, I guess. There we go. Imelda, I cannot say, I apologize. It never wants to come out right. Help me, Lisa.
Am- Imelda?
Imelda.
Uh-huh.
Very, very, very true. That is such a very true statement. Okay. It I do apologize for not being able to pronounce it, dear. I don't know why. It's not that difficult. It just doesn't want to come out. Barbara, I wish my morning didn't start until 10. Oh, I was up at, I can blame it on that. I was up at 4:45 yesterday. That's why I couldn't see those giant black things that were in my way. Stapler, where'd you go? Hi, Denise.
Hi, Denise. Glad you're here.
Okay. And guys, if we've missed anybody coming in, we are sorry. I say that all the time. I hope you know it.
And it's still true every time.
Mm-hmm. It is. I'm gonna have to find some more staples for that silly thing. The last 3 times I've been in, they haven't had any.
For
Uh,
this,
yes, I've ordered them offline before too. So,
yeah, that's what I finally had to do because I haven't seen them in a long time at our Hobby Lobby or at Michael's.
I had been getting them at Joann's
Oh,
because they,
well, maybe that's why I can't find them because I don't like to go to Joann's.
yeah, but they put the Tim Holtz stuff on sale quite often.
Yeah.
But the last few times I've been in there, they have not have had them, and I haven't seen them at Hobby Lobby either, and I haven't been into Michael's. So, oh, I shouldn't say that. I was into Michael's, but I walked in, I got the plastic bin, I left. Jeff was waiting for me in the car, and I went just for that one thing. So, and I still have some. I need to probably get another box just to have. You know how that goes.
Yes.
But the line that sticks so firmly with me was the one that she said something like, "What just isn't necessarily justice." Oh, that's an interesting line. I agree, Barb. Okay, so I got that one stapled in crooked. Oh well, it will be all right. It will be all right. It will be
You
all
could
right.
just
Not gonna.
trim that. little bit off at the edge.
Off with the scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me a little happier. Bye, Flo. Bye, Andrea.
Bye bye.
Okay, so I'm going to fold this up. Yep. And then I'll just fold it back where I want to cut it. That will be the plan. Yep. That will work. That will work. That will work. Okay. Yep. Ta-da.
Ta-da. She's all good now.
I'm all good now. Yep. Ta-da. I'm glad Barbara mentioned matchbooks because it works so much better for these little tiny papers that I had. I like them way better since I was doing this. And these will be so cute, all decorated for a journal. Cindy said her keyboard's all covered in papers. That's why I have to keep mine up, or it would be covered too. Mm-hmm. These will be so cute to decorate and put in a journal somewhere. They really will. And they're perfect. I have to remember this because what I'll do now is instead of sticking these little piles of paper in there, I will, when I cut them off, I will go ahead and make little notebooks out of them. Yeah, right. We know Tanya's really going to get to that, right? Mm-hmm. Those littles are, thank you, Mindy. I think they're cute too. But again, I'm going to just let me pick out maybe a different one. That one will be cute. They will be really cute once they're decorated, I'm sure. Are these for lists or journals? Maybe
Yes.
they are for writing. They're for both. This one would be perfect to stick in your purse if you carried a purse. This is the kind of little journal thing that I carry in my purse, just so that I have a piece of paper if I need it. But the plan is also to decorate them when we want to make a journal, and this would be a cute little tuck, like a journal spot kind of thing. And they're not necessarily finished. They might get decorated. They might get stuck in just like they are, but they might get decorated or the little image put on them, little flowers on them, that kind of thing. But yeah, they're for both those things.
Whatever you want to use them for.
Yes, that's it. hmm But on Tuesday, we were making little books for that had papers that you could tear out to use for collage. Just a minute. Let me put this down and then I'll show you. I'm just covering up the staples. Um, this is one I made. And you can just tear the little pieces out of it for collage, to make collage with. I mean, I even stuck in some really tiny little papers, and we just kind of put together things that we thought sort of went together. Okay, let's see. This one's got a bunch of bright colored papers in it. And that was an image that was in my scrap bin. Um, some scrapbook paper. That's a, what do we call that? Embossed piece of paper. This is from my paint palette. It's actually a piece of plastic with paint all over it. So this is just brighter, more like Tanya collage. This one was probably more like Lisa collage. So we just made up little collage notebooks on Tuesday, and these are just like little, yeah, like a flow book. Yes, like a tiny flow book. That's what we did on Tuesday. And then these all have papers more that you can write on. So we will have both kinds of little notebooks to put in things. And we didn't really finish any of them. They're all about, just getting the bases done for our journal pantry. But yes, they're tiny little flow books. That's perfect way to look at those.
And these, you could tear a page out if you wanted to go with a collage or something too. You could use these however you want.
You could use
If
these.
you want something to put words on a page, you could tear a piece out and use it for that.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect. If you had a busy page that needed a piece of plain something.
Yeah. Or
They
you
would
can write secrets and just leave it.
Oh yeah, you could write secrets and hide it in your little journal. Yep, yep.
Yeah. You could.
Yep. I may have to go get the tea fairy to come and scratch my shoulder. I don't know if I can reach it.
Oh dear.
I'm going to
Go get him to take care of that.
I'm
So
going
you'd
to
be sitting there fretting about it.
I'm going to try it myself, but we'll see. If I start moaning and groaning, that's what it is. It's bad when you have an itch you can't reach.
Yes, it is.
Oh, dear. Sydney says her life's boring. She doesn't have any secrets.
Me either.
I couldn't say. I don't. No. And y'all know I'm a klutz now, so I think you thought I wasn't before, but now you know. So
Or said her final secret is out.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the klutz in me. Yeah. I will tell you that I went and slept for 2.5 hours yesterday afternoon after I felt out. I was like, okay, I hurt. I'm going to go lay down. And it took everything I had to get up to have dinner because it was like, okay, if I don't get up, you won't sleep all night.
Yeah.
Kathy's going to craft along while she listens.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Did everybody see the Same Six Wednesday videos last night? They were awesome.
They were. That.
I had so much fun watching them. It
Yeah.
always amazes me how different everybody's things are.
Yeah. It's fun to make this stuff, and it's even funner to watch what everybody else
Hmm.
did.
And you go, oh, look at what she did. I did that too. And then you go, oh, look at what she did. That I would never thought of.
Uh-huh. I wish I'd thought of that.
I wish I'd have thought of that. Uh, Cindy, I fell yesterday. I tripped over some big. They're actually they're actually the ramps that when we were parked when the camper is parked on something very crooked, we put under the tires. And Jeff was using them to load dirt into my new garden bed. And they were sitting there, and I walked out the back stairs, stepped like 2 steps, and didn't look. And they were sitting there. I didn't realize they were still there. And I was looking out at him and what he wanted me to do and thinking about where I was going and fell flat over them. And when I come down on my arm and yanked my shoulder backwards. So I wasn't moving too good last night. And I'm still not moving too good, but I'm good. I'm all right. It's more my rib cage and up in my shoulder that hurts today, and the palm of my hand is this is sore, much less sore than I expected it to be. So, oh my goodness, Candy, that that is not good. Uh, I don't fall that often, but oof. Okay, let's see what we got in this pile that's left. Well, we have paper bag, but it's always fun. Maybe I should make one that's just paper bag. That might be fun to do. Well, but I have that too, so maybe I should make one that's paper bag and that mixed together. Yes.
Like, what is that?
Some cream colored paper. It's folded in half, so it's a big sheet.
Uh-huh.
Why I've got like 3 pages of it, and it's just a big sheet of paper, and it was folded in half, and it's in my scrap bin.
Well, cool.
So She couldn't understand that. Oh my goodness, I would have thought she'd understood that. Hello, Nettie. I'm glad you're here. Even if you're lurking, we're glad to have you say hi.
Hi, Nettie.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. I'm fine. I just, I'm owie. That's what happens when you know, do something silly. Okay, now what's really interesting, Lisa, is this piece is folded in half, and look, it's an inch smaller than the rest of them.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, why? Don't know. Haven't a clue.
Maybe
Okay,
you just needed an inch one time.
probably, or I was cutting it for something. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
We're going to use these papers, these pieces of paper bag, because I love paper bags.
Okay.
But thank you guys. Don't worry though. I'm good. My ribs aren't near sore today, and actually, I don't hurt as much this afternoon as I did when I got up this morning. So that's, that tells you that it's getting better by moving around. Okay, let's see here. What do we want to do? We want to just kind of make these pieces. We'll just turn these into pieces. First off, let's make some skinny pieces. I bet you we can make about 4. Okay, how wide is this? All right, this is going to be our cover. Oh yeah, that will be our cover. It'll just be a flat out cover. Oh, I like that. Okay. So that's as wide as we're going to get. We're going to turn these upside down, see. I have another piece, I know. It's the same width. Yep. Oh, I probably could, Candy. Um, I will if I need to. So far, I'm good. Okay, now this is going to be a problem because that is too long, and it won't go in my little bin if that's correct. If that's 6 inches, yep. So I may have to cut those just a little bit. We'll see. The thing is one should watch where they are walking is the deal.
It does help, but
Mina just found the perfect quote for her J by Journaling by Fives journal, which is a good thing. Okay, let's see.
yay!
If we
You only
fold
need
this,
19 more. Now I'm sure she's found more than one.
yes, I'm sure she is. Okay, so we're just gonna cut these up and be done with it. We're gonna go like this.
I think we need to get off about 4:30.
Oh yes.
Okay, just because you're not saying it, but I'm saying it.
It probably is not a bad idea.
Yeah. We're both doing okay, but we don't want to not be doing okay. So,
That's right. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
well, don't know if I can get the rest of these in there, but
I'll tell you what, tearing two pieces of that paper at the same time is hard. It does not tear real well. It's like, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's tear this piece and hang it up. You're setting the stage as a designer, but you don't have total control over what's going to happen. Tish Terahern, I think is what it says. That's always a good thing when you find just the right quote to say something you want to say.
yeah. And that's pretty true for journaling by fives. You definitely don't have
Mm-hmm.
control.
Yeah.
um,
I have a question for you, Lisa. Have you ever used the microphone in your headset um, to record with or film with or anything?
no, I just use the one on my webcam.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm still having audio issues, and
Yeah.
I don't. I have changed some things and I have tested some things, but I still don't know that they're really helping. So it's like not sure exactly what I want to do about it.
Yeah. Well, I would think that that would be a something to try.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking is that I might try it. Okay. Um, let's see here. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Here's another piece of that paper. Oh, this one has a little bit of sparkle on it. Heaven only knows what I was doing. I do not know.
It sounds fun, at least.
It has sparkle. Barbara's totally ready for Sunday.
Well, I'm proud of her. I'm not.
You're not. I thought you
No,
already got ready.
no. I was telling them what I was going to do and what a way to
Ah,
make it easier, but I haven't finished. Well, I've got plenty of words. I don't have enough fussy cut um stuff yet.
okay.
And the for my stream, it won't be hard. I'm just doing stamping and stenciling. But to finish my journals, I haven't got everything together yet.
Okay. All right, we're just going to cut this piece in half.
But it's okay. It's not a big deal.
You'll get it. You'll
I'm
get
not
it.
worried about it.
You've got plenty of time.
I did decide I had a batch of magazines I hadn't done anything with. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I'd gone through them once for images, but I kept them to go through for words and.
Yeah.
And so I went through and got probably 40 words or phrases or whatever. So I have way more than I need of that. And then I went back through them for images, but I don't quite have enough images. So I'm gonna have to go to my, another spot for some more images. It's not a big deal. I just haven't done it yet. I've got a container with stuff already fussy cut I can pull them from. I just haven't done it.
Haven't pulled them. Well, I have 3 containers of images. I haven't fussy cut any of them, but I mean, because of magazines where I've just pulled the page out. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
I haven't done any big collage projects in a while. I kind of feel like I want to do another crunchy book.
Well, crunchy books are always fun.
Yes, I know, and just I kind of miss my crunchy books. I
Well,
want to do a new
it
crunchy book.
wouldn't be a new year if we didn't do a crunchy book
I
because we
know,
did.
and
That's the first thing we did, and we did one. I think last year at the beginning of the year.
yeah,
Well, maybe it wasn't the beginning of the year, but we've done one the last 2 years. So
yeah, we've done. So we're gonna have to do a crunchy book. I just, just gonna
yeah,
have to.
I think you're right.
So
All right, let's see if I can stuff these in here. I don't know. That's a bunch. Oh, woo!
uh-oh.
Sometimes the tighter they fit, the better they hold. I mean, this thing holds shut. So
Uh-huh. Oh, you got them all in there.
I did. I'm going to go
Wow.
back and count now that I've got them all in there and see how many I managed to shove in there.
Uh-oh, that's more than one. Okay, well, that's all right. 1, 2.
It's funny. I don't really care how many I've made. I care how many did I stuff in here.
How did you stuff in there? How many did I get to stuff in there? Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, so we've got 6, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, and then 3 little matchbooks.
Okay.
So
I don't have near that
25
many.
altogether. That's impressive to get that much in there.
Much in there. Yeah, 1,
I mean, look,
2,
it's this big of a
3.
stack.
Ooh, boy. 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got half of mine are skinny tall matchbooks and a baby matchbook, and then I have like 7. So I didn't get near as many made as you.
Well, it takes longer to make those matchbooks and try to make them all pretty. I just stuffed papers together, but I love them.
Well, I really like the stuffed papers together too. I just am slow. I'm just slow, but that's okay. That's
It's
okay.
okay, Tanya.
I don't mind being slow. I'm good at being slow. And I got 4 more half done, so they'll be done later. You know.
And I've got, see how many of these papers need to move over into my medium-sized scrap.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. It's about how you separated your scraps. It might be easier had I separated my scraps in a different manner. But I don't think so. It works. It seems to work pretty good. So, and I have used up a fair amount. I could probably combine my 2 containers into one basket. That's, that's foreign right there. I'm going to have to make that piece of paper shorter. But
Sorry.
That's okay as long as you're okay. I could probably combine them into one basket. That's another, before I couldn't. I won't because I need to sort out of some other boxes before I do that because
Yeah. Well, I didn't even use anything out of my medium scrap box, and now I've just added to it. So now it's over full. So I got to get to that box. My large scrap box was over full, and now it's full. So I guess I did do some good. These are the papers that look how different.
Oh, I can't make you bigger. You have to make yourself bigger.
Well, I don't, okay.
I want to see those big.
So this is this side, and this is what the other side looks like.
Okay, now that is really weird. Okay, so
I have them like this.
Together.
in between mats, and the mats, allowed the dye to go in really well,
Uh-huh.
but it didn't go in between the papers. And when I did regular cards, I mean
Copy paper.
regular papers, it went through, but these are 28 pound. So it does make a difference what you use. They're gorgeous,
Oh yeah.
but this side is it's just funny. I'm happy with them, but I just wasn't expecting that.
I was going to say it's a tremendous amount of difference.
It's huge. It's like there's no dye right there.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit you can see through, but not much.
So honestly, that did not soak all the way through the paper. See, copy
No,
paper,
it
I
didn't.
think
And
it's
I
because it
left them
soaks all.
soaking for hours.
That is really funny.
So the 28-pound paper, it it's evidently very needs a lot more soak time. If I do it again, I'll have to do it overnight probably.
Hmm. Well, it's either that or putting them in one at a time until the dye touches both sides of the paper.
Yeah, but I found with the other paper, this is so easy because I just put down the mat. I put down, well, in my container will hold this much.
Okay.
So I put down my mat, and then I put down two papers that face that mat, and then I put down two papers to face the next one, and I put down
Hmm.
another one, and I do that until it's full, and then when I run out of mats, then I just pile papers on top.
Yeah. Hmm.
And those I do one at a time, put them in
Hmm.
there one at a time. But the ones with the mats between them, the dye usually gets in there really well. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. But they turned out very, very pink.
Yeah, they're very pink. Now that's the
Yeah.
second time you boiled the skins too, right?
No, this is the first one. The
Oh,
second
that's the
one,
first one.
no. Um, the second one, oh, I can't remember. Okay. No, this is the second one. This is the second one. Um, I don't know. I have some of both, but the 28-pound paper is the second one.
Okay.
And I had some left over that I didn't use for this one. And
Hmm.
then when I poured it off of here, I poured it back into jars. And so I used what I poured back into the jar and what did left over.
Hmm.
I used both of those on some papers that are in a deal now. And those papers are it's called a fake book. Um, it's a music book, and I can't remember why they call it a fake book, but it's like Broadway musical fake book.
Okay.
Anyway, Hannah had this book, and the binding of it is one of those comb type bindings, and it was like this thick of a book, and the binding just barely held it. But when she got it at the thrift store, it was half undone, and half of them were broken. So she just took them all off.
Hmm.
And then she decided she wasn't going to do what she thought she was going to do with those papers. So she gave them to me. So I've just filled up my thing with those music papers this time. So we'll see how those turn out.
Hmm.
Uh,
Do you see Dana's comment, hon?
uh, do you mind if I pray for her right now, Dana? I would like to do that if you don't mind. Wait a minute and make sure she's okay with it. But yes, okay.
Hmm.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you that we can come together from all over the world and we can pray together for Dana's friend. And we pray, Lord, that you will bless her, that you will give her the wisdom that she needs, the information she needs to fight her diabetes. And we just pray, Lord, that you will give her blessings with this kidney transplant, that her kidney will come, and that she will be blessed by that. Lord, we pray that the right person will have decided to donate a kidney. Not everybody decides to do that. And so we pray that the right person will have made that decision that will bless this lady. And we pray that you will bless her doctors, give them wisdom, And when it comes time for a transplant, we pray, Lord, that you will give them steady hands. And we thank you because we know you love her just like Dana does. And we love her through Dana. And we just lift her up to you and Dana as she's worrying about her friend. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I was definitely the color of avocado dyed paper. Mine didn't turn out super dark, super pink. One of mine turned out kind of almost brown. But guys, I have actually taken one skin and boiled it multiple times to get dye, and then leaving the papers overnight in in the dye bath. Um, you know, I mean, I probably one time I think I used the single skin like 3 times in the pot. So there's a lot of dye in the skin, and I usually throw the pit in there too. I don't know if it
Yeah.
makes a difference, but I
I
usually
had
do.
3 pits and 3 skins in this. They were from small avocados, but it was a pretty big pot. It made a lot of stuff. It made a lot of stuff twice. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
try the third time, but it made a lot. I knew that I
Yeah.
wanted to do some more with the butterfly pea flowers, and so I didn't want to have a bunch of avocado dye just sitting in the refrigerator taking up space. So I didn't do it
Yeah.
a third time.
Well, and
Our refrigerator space is at a premium.
I've got what do you call that? Thank you, hun, very much.
Hi,
Tea,
Riri.
tea
Hi,
fairy brought me.
Suzanne. Yay, Tea Fairy.
Yeah, my tea fairy brought me tea. Um, she is Riri. She definitely is. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Lisa is very good at that. Um, love avocados, so I have like 6 to 8 of them in a pot with the pits. Had no idea the color was so vibrant. Yes, it can be quite a lot of color, and the longer you soak the paper, the cooler the colors are. But I think it comes out different every time. It-
Yeah,
you know,
different
especially
avocados.
different avocados do,
Yeah.
how ripe they are, I think makes a big difference. So it's one of those things that's part of the fun of it. I was going to tell you that I mentioned Baker Creek the other day and the butterfly PT,
Right.
and then I went online because I was going to get around and order. I forgot about them the last time, and they're closed right now.
Oh
Um,
no.
well,
I guess it's that time of year.
it's that everybody's ordering their seed.
Yeah.
So they were backed up, and because they, you know, only have so much of so many, Baker Creek is pretty small actually. I mean, it's a good sized seed company, but everything they do is heirloom,
Yeah.
and
You only get so
so
much of those at once.
right. And the other thing is that they had so many orders, plus they're working on COVID rules and standards, so they can't have their workers in there the whole time, so they're working different shifts and
Right.
stuff to make it work. And so they were closed, so I didn't find out. I don't know whether or not they still have any butterfly pea seeds or not. I am hoping that they still do, because I was going to order some, because I'm going to have enough room to put it
Well,
now.
if you order some, order me a package and I'll pay you for them.
Oh, honey, I already intended to order you some. That's not a. I just forgot to order them. I mean, it was just one of those I forgot things.
Yeah.
So,
One thing, Cindy, about the avocado, it depends on what kind of paper you're dyeing. Different papers turn out different, even in the same dye bath.
yes, I totally agree with that. Okay.
Let me show. I'll show you what I mean, because these are some. These were in the same dye bath. This is a composition book, And it's prettier than it looks on the camera. Let me find something white to show you against it. But it's not as vibrant as this.
No, it's definitely not.
But it's pretty and I like it, but it's just not as, as dark as this is. So it kind of depends. Ooh, I haven't tried baking soda yet. I need to do that. I think you've mentioned that before, but I
Okay.
forgot to do it.
I'm the opposite. I use what I have, sometimes 3 or 4 dried skins and pits 2 or 3 times. The last batch of baking soda turns peach. Well, I'm going to have to try that because I've got some in the fridge I could try that with.
Yeah.
Um,
I've got avocados in the fridge, but they're not skinned yet.
well, the last time I had 5 skins and 5 pits, and I had only boiled them twice. And so I took them out of the bath and I put them back in the baggie and I put them back in the freezer.
Oh, there you go.
So, and that's where they were before, because the day I had the avocados and I fixed them, I didn't have time to boil for the juice or to dye paper. So I put the things in the baggie and stuck them in the freezer, and they came out just fine. Now, that may be why it was a little bit more brown. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Cindy, I think you're right. I think the acid in the paper has something to do with it.
Yep.
I know that, and it also depends on how white your paper is. This paper that I used that I was showing you is very, very bright white. It's very, very good paper. It's way better paper than I normally buy. But I could buy 500 sheets of that for $9. Or what was the thing I was trying to decide between the two. I can't remember. Anyway, I decided I could get a whole lot more enjoyment out of those 500 sheets of paper, dyeing them whatever I want, than whatever I was going to buy that it was already, decorated. But I'm sure the composition books are not acid-free paper.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
know that this other paper was acid-free, and so that probably does make a difference too.
Well, and I will tell you something about composition books, guys. Make sure that if you're going to put it in avocado dye, that the blasted paper does not bleed. Those lovely little lines that's on that composition note paper, I put a whole composition book in the dye, in coffee dye, and it bled all. Oh, that blue was everywhere, and um, it took a long time to rinse that blue out because it didn't make a really pretty color. That was the thing. If it had made a really pretty color, it would have been different, but it didn't.
Right.
So I was having to rinse that blue out of there so that it wasn't all over the paper. Now, here's the thing. If you get one that is going to bleed everywhere, it might be cool just to put it in water and let it bleed and then let it dry.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
And I haven't had a chance to try that yet because I just haven't had a chance to try that. I've got plenty of composition books.
What brand? Do you know what brand it is that does that?
Bled.
Uh-huh.
Give me just a second. Let me go get them. Because
Okay.
it wasn't about the brand so much. It was about where they came from.
Ah, okay. I think she was saying it turned it kind of a yucky brownish gray, Cindy. It wasn't purple like you would hope for. Like Barbara said, if it would dye a nice purple, that would be good. A 24-pound paper is pretty good paper. I bought this 28-pound paper because I wanted to do some more marbled paper. And the 28-pound paper stands up to the marbling process a lot better than the lighter weight papers. But it's a lot easier to do than cardstock. It's like this perfect in-between weight that works great for my marbled papers. And that's why I bought the 28-pound. I have done a lot of avocado dyeing on 24-pound paper, and it's wonderful. I've also done a lot on 20-pound paper, and it turns out great too. It's just more fragile.
Okay, well, that's what I was using at first, wondering why they were peach. Oh, okay. Um, the blue lines with the avocado dye might make a nice purple. The problem was, Barbara, that the blue, I mean, when you have coffee and it turns yucky color, kind of nasty. That's why I was trying to dump it out, and I'm having to look at these because I don't remember. Okay, this one made in Brazil. This was one that did not bleed. It was made in Brazil. This is Norcombe. Now, that doesn't mean this one won't. Um, uh, this is from Norcombe and made in Brazil, and that was one that I used that didn't bleed. Now, it was this one, I think that it says made in Vietnam, that bled all over everywhere, and it's a Norcombe as well.
Okay, so Vietnam bleeds and Brazil doesn't.
Well, and that's at least that's what I found. But now this might not bleed because you never know. Um, Also, with your peach, you can add coffee for a beautiful gray, the coffee a little at a time. Yeah, probably that would work.
I also want to show you this. Okay, these are both butterfly PT. This one was a cream color, so it's a light green, kind of a sagey green or seafoam green or something. It's a real light green. This was white and it's light blue. Um, so you could try, cream colored paper will give you a different color than the white will too.
Mm-hmm.
And I like both of those, so I was happy with both of those. I was hoping that that would happen because the cream is kind of yellow, so it was seeming like it, was a
It would
possibility.
take it there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but these kinds of papers do not. They're I think they're treated somewhat. They do not take the dye as dark as regular copy paper does.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. The composition book paper is different. I'm not sure if it's treated or if it's pressed harder. Um, the fibers in the paper, maybe because the paper is almost cheaper, that it's pressed tighter. But it
Yeah.
also could be, you're right, it could have a binder of some sort in it. That
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there's something about the composition book paper. It's pretty and it's better than white. I don't like white composition books, but I like the composition book paper after you dye it because the feel of it changes, the sound of it changes, and it's not just that white anymore. So,
Yeah,
um,
and it's then if the lines do stay, then you've got lined paper, which is really nice, and that's always a plus because then it's a little different than your other papers.
yeah.
So, um,
Well, Tanya, I think we need to get off.
yeah, probably
Oh,
do. Okay, wait a minute.
I was just going
Oh,
to show
what?
you that did dry exactly like it was. So I'm glad I went ahead with the others
And didn't
and didn't use the sorry silk.
mhm.
Now, if um, I maybe some other kind of I have used put sorry silk down with a glue stick, and it
Yeah,
didn't do that. It looked really
you
nice, but but I couldn't do that over this. I would need to put it over the paper if I was gonna.
yeah, you might what do you want to call, what do I want to call it? You might just a minute, brain dead. Red line tape, two the double stick tape.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good
Double
idea.
stick tape, because that's really going on just as a decoration. The double stick tape would probably hold it just fine.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I need to try that. Okay, Suzanne, you got me. What is a rag rolling your paper?
Just a minute. Also, a good trick: rag roll your paper. Oh, when you take a rag and you slop it on, I think is what she's talking about.
Thanks, Kathy. Bless you. Good
Bless
night,
you too.
Candy. Bless you. And I did say we were leaving, so we need to we need to go. I tell them that, and then
Well,
I just keep talking.
if Candy answers that question though, let's give her a second. Take care,
You
ladies.
mean
Thank you
Suzanne?
much. Suzanne, yes, Suzanne was the one we asked the
Yeah,
question.
we'll give her a minute, see if she can tell us what that means. All I can think about is the way I used to roll up wool in a towel to soak up some of the water out of it. And so that's all I have in my head. So I'm trying to
Well,
figure
you
out
know
what.
how I have laid the tea bags just on the paper.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this is one of them right here. Um, I think what she's talking about is where you take a rag and it's got dye in it and you squash it down on things. But I may take a rag and roll over the paper. Pam at Paper Outpost. So
Okay, I'm gonna go find that video and
will you post it in group, please?
yeah, if I can find it, I will.
Okay.
Okay, love you
Thanks,
all. Bye
Suzanne.
bye.
Love you all. Bye bye.